What's up, everybody? This is Janky J from the Four Real Takes. Today we've got.
Sea Dog 92.
Dispic.
And Harv of the world famous Harv's Movie Hut.
All right. So, did you have something you wanted to add to the world's famous?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for you guys to talk shit, so I was getting ready to just barrel through that.
I think they know.
Yeah, I think it's kind of apparent at this point. Every time they hear world famous and they go,
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Not cool.
My TikTok following is going to just shoot through the roof because they're going to be like, oh, world famous. Okay, let's make him famous.
Well, apparently Dispic is famous now, so that's good. At least one of us got some recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats on that, by the way. Well, let's start it like we usually do and talk about what movies we watched this week. So I guess, Sea-Dog, you want to go first?
Yeah, I watched the first three Conjuring movies this weekend. I didn't get to finish the fourth one yet. I got to finish it, but they're really good. I had already seen part one and part two, and I think I like part two better than one, honestly. I just like the atmosphere and the nun, and the second one better than, I think it was Bathsheba, who was the one in the first one. I just liked her character more, and then I watched the third one for the first time last night, and it was really good too. It was cool because it was more like a mixture of realistic with supernatural, because it was about a witch basically who was down in a cellar area somewhere, and she was like putting curses on people. So it wasn't just all demonic possession stuff. It was a mixture of that, but it was like real life stuff too. So.
I always get the Conjuring and Insidious movies like twisted for some reason. I don't know why.
At the same time, I think close to it.
Which are better, do you think?
Conjuring.
Conjuring is okay.
I like the Conjuring. I just think the cast is really good in the Conjuring. Like the people they chose for Ed and Lorraine Warren, they're like the perfect Ed and Lorraine Warren. Insidious, I think after the second one, kind of just took kind of like a nosedive for me.
So. Okay. I think the first time I ever heard about Ed and Lorraine was, you remember that Amityville horror movie that came out in 2006?
Yeah,
with Ryan Reynolds.
They were the ones who investigated that, yeah.
Yeah, they had like the special features, and it showed them on there. Like way
I
back
know them from The Haunting in Connecticut. I was watching a documentary. There was an old show back in the day. It was called A Haunting. I don't know if you've ever seen the show.
I remember that show.
A Haunting, and they had they were talking about the story of the actual true story of The Haunting in Connecticut, and that was the first time I'd ever heard of them. And then when The Conjuring came out, I was like, oh, well, they're going to have a movie based on them. I want to go see that. And I really liked the first Conjuring. I think the little hide and clap game was freaky to see in theaters. And then the scene where Bathsheba's up on top of the nightstand, and it's a jump scare in the movie, and she looks up and sees her sitting up there with the kids and stuff. That was creepy. It kind of reminded me of Mama a lot. The movie Mama.
I hate that movie.
Yeah, it's not a good movie. But it's another one of those movies that came around not too long, but after that stuff. Like that was like the genre was really big then.
Okay. All right. What about you, Disc? What'd you watch this week?
All right. I gotta be careful with this one because it's a new one. It's literally came out like 4 days ago. But I watched The Drama, and this had Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. The only thing I can really say is it starts out really good, like a happy, soon-to-be married couple, and secrets come out, and it gets to him. And it was the female's, obviously, secret that really got to him. And he's kind of struggling if he should even still consider the marriage. And I don't really want to say too much more. But it was good. I really liked it. It was fun. I don't know. It was a good one.
Never heard of it.
I don't really say that a lot. Yeah, it's called The Drama.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't say it a lot with new movies, but I thought it was pretty good. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Nice. Okay. Well, I don't want to press any more questions on it since
yeah,
it's pretty like spoiler heavy. But what about you, Harv?
Very new.
I've been on a movie watching spree. Most of them have been just a bunch of shitty Nick Cage movies,
Nicolas
but
Cage.
God, they're
Sorry.
Nice.
but they're
Sorry, I had to
so
say
fun.
it.
I don't care what Dis has to say because he doesn't know movies for shit. But
Hmm.
I mean,
Ugh,
yeah,
just
his
smell
movies
that.
are shitty, but they're fun. They are
Which
freaking fun.
which
But
movie?
I watched Rage. I can't even remember all the names because I watched like 5 or 6 of them like back to back. So, and basically they're all the same premise. So, like they're
All the same
intertwinables.
premise.
So they're all intertwinable. Um, but the most notable one I watched this week was Good Boy. It's a newer movie. It wasn't released that long ago. It just barely came out on physical not too long ago. I picked it up on Blu-ray. But it's basically a haunting or something of that nature. I don't want to say too much because it is new. Um, that it's through the eyes of the dog of the family
Yeah, that's
pet.
what I was gonna say. The horror movie about the dog and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I haven't
it
seen that yet.
it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Not a lot of talking. Because it's mainly through the eyes of the dog and through the experiences of the family dog. But I would say it's a solid watch. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Yeah, I say you should give it a watch. It's definitely a pretty good movie. It's not the
What's
greatest, but it's not bad.
So it's more like an analog horror type movie. You know,
You're throwing big
analog
words
horror
at me. You're
Anal-
throwing big words at me, and I'm gonna take them as disrespect. So, well,
No, like
You gotta
analog
remember,
horror,
he's,
like Skinamarink or stuff like that, where like you don't. There's not a lot of talking, but it's a lot of visual stuff and sound.
yeah.
So it's like not very much talking. Like there's talking, but it's very minor.
Like, and whenever you see the people in it, you never see their faces. It's always from about the chest down,
Yeah.
like from what the point of view of an animal would be on a normal, not just looking up
Yeah.
at the person. So,
Yeah,
there is
considered
talking from
analog.
them, and the little twist at the end, you kind of like, oh, okay. So it's not bad. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good watch.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I heard it was pretty decent.
Okay. So really quick before I go into mine, I do want to say, so there was this YouTube channel I've told you guys about a million times called Movie Fights, and there was a guy on there. His name is Max Landis. He's the son of John Landis, famous director. And so the pitch or the question that they had to do that day was pitch me a movie. Like whoever pitches the best movie wins that round. And Max Landis, this was years ago, he pitched an idea off the cuff that was so fucking cool. And it was similar to that. And I almost wonder if somebody saw that and got inspired from it because his pitch was a zombie apocalypse movie through the point of view of a dog. And I thought that was so fucking cool sounding, like watching civilization break down, like starting with your owners and then, the dog traveling the city and like seeing, like, I don't know. I just thought that was really cool. And that was the first thing I thought about when that movie was coming out. The movie that I watched this week was, it was called Shotgun Stories. And I was really excited for this one. It's got Michael Shannon in it. I think I gave it a 3 or a 3.5. And it's a great plot. It's like a nice, slow, like Southern Gothic kind of vibe movie. And you've got these 3 kids, and their dad dies, and they go to the funeral, and this dad has 3 other kids. So this dad was like a piece of shit originally. Then he changed his life, got remarried, and had 3 more kids. And he treated the first 3 like dog shit. And so when they go there, Michael Shannon like says a couple of nasty things and then spits on his grave. And the other sons lose their minds. And now they've got this like rivalry, in this small little Southern town. And so the whole movie is about them, and their beef or whatever. And it builds, and it's like very slow, but the tension is like consistently rising throughout the movie. And you think it's going to be like, I don't want to spoil anything, but it definitely like plays with a modern audience's expectations, which normally I would be fine with, but in this case I was kind of hoping for more. So that's why I dropped the rating, and I'm sure that's the point. But I wanted to, like, I wanted the ending that I wanted, and they didn't want to give it to us on purpose, I'm sure. So that was, like I said, for me, it was a letdown, but I can see what they were trying to do.
That happens a lot nowadays.
Yeah, kind of subverting expectations in general.
Ruining the whole movie.
Yeah, right. Well, speaking of ruining movies, the next topic we have up is why Janky J does not like comic book movies for the most part. And I just cannot get behind him, guys. You've tried. You showed me Guardians of the Galaxy. You showed me Shazam. I've seen a number of other ones on my own, and I don't get it, man. I don't get why you guys are so crazy for them.
So, let me ask you this. On stream this time, if you had to watch Guardians or Shazam, which one are you watching?
Yeah, fuck that.
No, you gotta answer it. You have to.
I'll answer it. Okay. I'm gonna say Shazam only because, like I said, I watched like they have both like a comedic bend to them. I know Disc is getting like pissed right now. He's like, I just saw you crack your fucking neck, dude. Like, what was that?
You know exactly what it was.
You hit one of those, dude. Like, that's crazy.
Watch what you're saying, bud.
It's just like, maybe it's the ensemble aspect of it or something. I don't know what it is. And I'm not saying I liked Shazam like a whole bunch more or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, if I were to watch one again, I'd probably watch let's see. Sea Dog, really quick, we're having some technical stuff. It says that your recording is stopped and everything up until now has been saved. To continue recording, tell them to stop and restart the studio recording. So why don't you go ahead and leave and come back?
All right, so now you can sell me that you like Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, I'm not going to do it, man.
It's recording. I think it's recording.
What? Oh, yeah. He has to hop back in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just...
Well, yeah, I can honestly say that Shazam is a way better film than Guardians.
Okay, now
No, I'm not. No, I am very dead serious.
I didn't say that.
I did. And I'll stand behind that. I think that it was funnier. I thought the CGI was better. I thought it was a better story. Just overall better acting. I preferred Shazam to Galaxy or Guardians. I'll pick that one all day, every day.
No.
I think I probably laughed more in Shazam, and maybe that's the only reason. Maybe that's the only
funnier.
Reason. Yeah. It's just it's like
he's just gritting his teeth.
I still think both of them are bad. If I had to pick one, man, I don't know.
But one's significantly better, and that's
Shazam.
No,
it's Shazam is better.
You don't even watch superhero movies.
Yes, I do.
I watch about them.
I don't, because I don't goon over them like a couple of nerds like you and Sea Dog.
I only goon about one. I'm loyal, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Loyal to your hands. All right, listen.
Hands.
I just think that, like, okay, so like I said, the ones that I do like are like Blade.
The ones I don't like, that's what it is.
You just haven't fucking watched them. That's your problem, dipshit. You gotta watch Blade. This guy tried to do a fucking edit. I thought he had seen Blade before. I didn't know until like 20 minutes into doing the edit that he hadn't even seen the movie. Watch all three of them. All three of them are cool. I liked Logan. I liked the first Deadpool.
Logan's good.
Yeah, Logan was really good. I liked that. I liked the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. The first Iron Man I really liked. Mm-hmm. So there are a few, but there's something, I think it was like right around the time of the Avengers. Right when that happened, I completely lost interest in superhero stuff. And I feel like the CGI got worse. The stories became like convoluted and annoying to me. and I just didn't care enough. Like, there's nothing wrong with like a complex storyline or anything like that. And I'm not saying they are complex. I'm just saying it was too much for me to care about because I didn't care about it. If that makes any sense at all.
So I think
Yeah.
at that time,
I mean, with the Avengers thing, I don't even really care for the first like two Avengers. I just really only cared for it when the Guardians came into them. And then that's when I got into it because it's like, oh, now I get more of the what I like. You know what I mean?
Of the market.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I watched like Infinity War and like all that stuff after. But like the first Avengers, I didn't really care for,
Mm-hmm.
and Age of Ultron.
Yeah, Sea Dog, we can't hear you, man. You're not getting any audio in here. I might have to back out or something again. I don't know what's going on. What were you saying, Harv?
I don't even remember.
It's okay.
No,
If it
no.
was-
I mean, I watch.
You know
I watch,
why?
I'm not a. I'm
Because you
not
don't give a shit about superhero movies.
Not really. Like I like certain movies like Shrek. I like a few of them, but I'm not a nerd boy. I'm not a fanboy for all of them. Like I don't have to watch and
I'm the
wait in
same way.
line, and I will, and I could deal with the Guardians not even being in any of the Avengers movie because they just weren't that great. Like none of them were. Like 1, 2, or 3, none of them were really that great. I didn't really like any of them.
Well,
I'm
here's the
rage
thing.
baiting
I
like
think
a motherfucker right now. Look at him. Look at him.
It's breaking out in hives.
The way you are with Lord of the Rings is the way he is with Guardians. My gosh.
No, and like, okay, so I'll be completely honest. Like with Shrek, with what he was saying about what he likes, I'm kind of the same way. Like I like Guardians, obviously. Anything with Guardians, I'll watch it. But like aside from that, I like some of the Spider-Mans. I don't really care for Tom Holland. So, and it seems like he's just going to continue being Spider-Man. So, but other than that, like I like some of the Spider-Mans. I don't even know, Logan, Deadpool.
Can y'all hear me?
There's not
Yeah.
much more.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
a huge Thor fan. I'm not a huge Iron Man fan. Ant-Man didn't care for.
I was
I
a
don't
big
know.
Doctor Strange fan. I really liked the first Doctor Strange movie. That's one of my favorite Marvel movies, honestly. It was just a
See, I
cool
like the
concept.
second one better.
You like the second one better?
Like visually, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it looked a
visually,
lot better.
But that story was all over the place in the second one.
Let's
Hey,
talk
man.
about a story being all over the place. All of these movies' stories are all over the place. They're really, really bad. And they look horrible. They look like dog shit.
They're
I
too
wouldn't say-
cartoony.
Sometimes.
For me, they're all
Sometimes.
too cartoony. Like after the Avengers happened, a lot of them became like too cartoony.
Infinity War.
The only one I like one.
Well, actually, this is gonna really mess up my end here, but the reason why they all got cartoony was because of the Guardians. When the first
Yeah.
Guardians came out, that's when they said, "Okay, let's have fun with this," and then they all started doing it because they saw that we could get a different crowd in the audience and have fun with it, and not have it always serious. And that's what made the whole freaking MCU become that. And not a lot of people like it; they're tired of it. But
Well, yeah, I mean, because it's annoying. Like, I mean, like everything I see about the comic book movies and like the MCU and stuff is like if it's a negative thing, if it's like a negative TikTok video or whatever, what they're talking about 9 times out of 10 are like the corny, cheesy ass fucking jokes and like little one-liners and stuff. Like that's mostly what people are like reacting negatively towards, which I agree. I don't think that's all of it. I don't even think that's like 50% of it. I just think like it's just another thing for me, at least, on why I can't get behind these. And it's not even to say you can't have one-liners or you can't have a little bit of corniness, because again, you get all those things in the Blade movies, and I fucking love the Blade movies, man. Like I really, really love all 3 of them. Third one gets shit on a lot, but I really liked it. And those all are all guilty of the same things, but they do it so much more sparingly that it's not overwhelming, and you're just like, oh, give me a fucking break.
I think
dude.
I think they just oversaturated the market with the Avengers stuff. It kind of blew up, and everybody got into it, and so they kept making more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And since then, the quality control has went down on all the movies. There's not as good storytelling anymore. The characters, they're just the rehashes of the same characters again. They're not doing brand new characters a ton. They're just rehashing the same thing.
And I think because the whole they can't get actual villains because the beef between the studios where like Sony will make these other movies like Venom and all that just so Marvel can't use them. It kind of does because you don't get the actual villains that you want in the movies. Like you're getting all these top tier superheroes, but you're not getting the top tier villains. You're getting the side villains that, and everybody's okay with it, but I think that kind of ruins it. I'd rather see Venom versus in Spider-Man. I'd rather see, all these like Craven the Hunter, all that. Like you don't get to see all that the way they're meant to. You're seeing them as these anti-heroes, but not the true villains that they actually are.
Yeah, imagine if like DC crossed over with Marvel and did movies.
Probably jump off a bridge.
Well, Marvel wouldn't stand a chance.
And I think that's why like DC is doing better because they're actually using these better villains, the ones that are supposed to be in there. So they like Joker and better? All these.
You know why DC is doing better? Because they got James Gunn, and James Gunn did Guardians of the Galaxy. Gotcha.
I will say, I wasn't even a big Superman fan, and I really liked his Superman.
Is DC doing better though? Is that even a true statement?
Right now,
James Gunn's there, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I was just curious. See, I like when a movie, and this is like, since you guys already know what the next topic is, this is like such a corny segue, but I like when comic book movies blend genres, right? So like I liked, having like a Deadpool movie where it's like, yes, like it's a comic book movie, but it's also like purely a comedy movie at the same time, and same with Blade, like you have like comic book, but like little bits of horror, especially in the second one, I think more so. So I really like when it's like Avengers is just like straight up like a superhero movie to me, and there's nothing else kind of like involved, I guess, in there. And so that leads me to my next question. What is your guys' favorite like blending of genres?
Probably comedy and horror for me. I just love comedic horror. It's just it melds together because it's so serious, and then it's not. Like it's like the perfect time. You can just throw in the little one-liners here and there, still have a fun story. It's serious, and then just throw in that one-liner and just stop all that seriousness. It just blends really well together for me.
Do you have like any personal favorites?
Like Scary Movie. One of my favorites is Dale and Tucker versus Evil. That movie. Mm-hmm. That's a great one. Where
Zombieland.
Zombieland. There's a bunch, man, where they blend so well together that they work in either genre. Like you could say it's a horror movie, or you could say it's a comedy or a horror comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I think comedy is such a universal tool. Like it works with any genre. You can have a dramedy, you can have rom-com, you can have action comedy, you can have horror comedy. I think comedy works on all genres, and I think it's the perfect universal tool.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't you say that about any genre, though?
Not really.
Like, what's a genre you think you couldn't pluck into anything? Or something?
Let's see.
The only one I'm thinking would be maybe like a horror drama.
You don't see like a lot of horror romance.
What?
Like
the entire A24 fucking filmography is horror drama.
And look how many of them are horrible. Look how many of them are horrible.
Horror romance.
Well, they're so horrible that they sell a fuck ton.
Because a lot of people just want are I hate to say it, but a lot of people are just followers. It takes, like you keep saying, that one cool guy said, "Oh, A24 is the shit." And so everybody's flocking to it.
I get it. I'm just saying. I think it's successful, and I think it's like a horror drama has basically been like 80% of what we've gotten in the past 15 years.
You know what we haven't gotten in a while?
Not 15, maybe 10, maybe
We
10.
haven't got Western horror in a while.
Yeah,
What?
see, that's an interesting one. Like, and we got Bone Tomahawk, and that's probably like the most famous.
Yeah, and then you got Ghost
Recent.
Story, the one with the skeleton or whatever. Or Ghost Town. That was it. Ghost Town. That's an '80s one. Pretty sure it's from the '70s or '80s. I can't remember which, but it's a cheesy one. It's a crappy CGI movie, but a lot of people like that one. And then there's just not a ton else when it comes to Western horror.
Okay. What about you, Dis? Did you have a favorite blend?
Yeah, I have two. These are kind of my go-tos that I kind of look for, and it's gonna be I like. I'll start out with this one. I like a comedy and a drama. They balance really well because you get like that serious moment, but then you get like the goofy side, and when they do it right, I think it works really well. And then the other one, I'm gonna go with a drama and a thriller mixed together. I think those ones are always usually really good when they have both.
Do you have like any examples on that one?
Drama thriller.
Texas.
Well, the
That's
only one I'm
not a
thinking of-
thriller. There's nothing thrilling about that movie.
the only one I'm thinking about right now that like is just like boom in my face is I'm pretty sure Prisoners.
Prisoners?
I'm pretty sure that's a thriller drama.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, you could,
Well,
I
like-
guess.
Those like mystery, like thriller with like the drama stuff, it really gets in depth and it almost feels like a TV show, but like shrunk into a movie when they do it really good.
Mm.
And it just like really gets you into it. So I like those kinds of movies too.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm a sucker for historical dramas or like period piece dramas. That's like one of my big ones. You know, stuff like Barry Lyndon and like even like other stuff. I feel like nobody ever talks about Memoirs of a Geisha. That's a great movie if you haven't seen it. Even some of like the again, like I'm bringing up some like weird movies right now, but like another one is like maybe a guilty pleasure, but The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise in it. I fucking love that movie.
Boy,
It's
you
like
like
a
a lot of
go-to
white guys
movie.
in Japanese period movies, don't you?
Shit, man. I mean, Memoirs of a Geisha is
fucking
about a
colonizer.
Japanese girl. Just saying. Just saying.
fucking
It's
colonizer.
a Japanese girl. But yeah, all of those movies, like any of those, like I said, period piece dramas where it's like a lot of budget went into like costume design or something like that. Big fan of those.
Three Ninjas.
So, Three Ninjas.
Yeah, bro, in Japan, when they went to Japan in the second movie.
I don't even know if I ever saw the second Three Ninja. I think I only ever saw the first one.
You've only seen the first one? Oh, dude.
Surf
You haven't
ninjas.
seen Kickback?
Did they get better? Like,
Isn't the second one Kickback?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Probably.
one where they go to Japan and stuff. Yeah, that's the best one, honestly. I like the first one a lot, but I like the second one.
so three white guys go to Japan.
Three kids go to Japan.
Okay, little colonizers.
Yeah. But it's cool because
Okay.
they show you like a lot of the Japanese culture and stuff while you're there, like the sumo fights and the stuff like that, like stuff you normally wouldn't see in the movies and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's what they did in The Last Samurai too. You know, it was Tom Cruise.
Last
It wasn't
Samurai
three
was a good
kids.
movie.
Yeah, I love that movie, man. That scene when he's like, you guys all seen it? I know Disc hasn't. He's never seen a movie, but have you guys all seen it before? Harv?
Which one?
The Last Samurai?
Yeah, I've seen. That was a long time ago. I don't remember much of it.
Oh, you got to give it a rewatch, man. It's a good
I
one.
probably will. Yeah, I want to watch that 47 Ronin, like you were saying.
Yes, dude. Please watch that one. That is a fucking underrated movie. It's not like, you know, it's not like reinventing the wheel or anything, but there is just some cool visuals in there. And it's like kind of loosely based on a true story as well.
Sea Dog.
Oh, what is it? We're losing Sea Dog? What are you doing there, Sea Dog? Cock Dog? He didn't react. Cock dog. Fuck it. All right. Moving on.
God.
He's gone. Okay.
Just like that.
Yeah, we'll just go to the next one, I guess.
He's having some technical difficulties right now, so for everybody on Spotify, so he has to shut down and come back in, just to let you guys know.
His pimp keeps calling him, wondering why that ass ain't on the streets.
Saying, I need the cock dog on the street.
That's good stuff. All right. We'll go with you, Harv. Pick one thing from modern movies that you would like to see disappear.
Oh, son of a bitch. I was hoping you wouldn't go with me first.
All right, fuck you, Disc.
Yeah.
What is one thing from modern movies you would like to see disappear?
I want to see less or none of digital film.
Mm.
And honestly, I'd be cool. It'd be kind of cool too to see, like, if it was possible. I think it is, where you could do like a little bit of both. You know, have like a cool contrast with it, like have fun with it. But I feel like we need to bring back like the authentic film. They're in there.
Okay.
They're somewhere in the world. I know they're more expensive, but it's worth it.
What do you think you like about it more?
I just think visually, like, it just makes the movie feel more cozy. And I'm a sucker for cozy films.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for anybody listening, he showed me The Holdovers for the first time a couple of months ago, which is like the coziest film.
Very cozy.
It's up there in the top 10 for sure. Harvey got some weird sounds coming over there. Can we hear about what you would like to see disappear from modern movies instead?
Yeah. So this is going to be a little controversial, but
great.
We like that.
Fuck it. I want to see, but fuck it. I want to see hidden agendas, like political agendas, anything like that removed. Like, I'm just, it seems like it's in a lot of movies, not all movies, but it's in a lot. And I don't know. I don't want to go to a movie and hear political stuff like subliminally entered, like put into this part or put into that part. I just don't want to hear it. Like, I get a lot of that on social media, on regular TV or whatever. You hear it all the time. It's like, I want to see a movie where I don't have to deal with it there too.
Yeah.
No,
it's fucking annoying. You're not wrong.
It is.
It's burnout. I think it's just a burnout of it's constantly in your face, and then they're trying to put it in there too, and it's like, I don't want to hear about that. I want to see a movie and enjoy the movie, not having I can worry about that when I come out of the movie and get back on my phone and watch, TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, whatever. Like,
yeah,
that's fine, but not while I'm paying my money to watch a movie. I don't want to see, whether it be right or left, doesn't matter. I just don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should leave politics out of movies, honestly.
What about you, C-Dog? What do you want to see disappear from modern movies?
I want to see them stop showing the whole premise of the movie in the freaking trailer. Like, they literally give away so much in trailers nowadays. You literally see like everything that's going to happen in the movie in a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them, but it happens quite a bit where you're like, man, I'm you're expecting it now. You know what's going to happen in the movie. They'll show like a big scene, and it's supposed to be like a major part, and they'll just show it to you in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like that. I don't like being spoiled by that. If I'm going to spend the money and go watch a movie I don't know nothing about, I want to be surprised by what I'm watching. I want to know what it's all about.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong about that either.
Synopsises, too, like the stories of it, they always give way too much in those.
Like on Google and shit?
Yeah, like just like talking about like what the movie's about and stuff. You read that, whoever posts those always gives way too much information to where you're like, oh, I know what this movie is now. I don't even need to watch it. I'll just watch it when it comes out later.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think there are too many trailers too.
Yeah,
Like
that too.
they put out like the sneak peeks and the the small ones, and then or the teaser trailers, and then they put out like full
The
trailers, and the
official.
full trailers are like
Yeah.
are like 2 minutes long, and a lot happens in those trailers. You're like, okay, I already pretty much know what's going to happen.
And
So and
they
then there's
released
two. Sometimes
3 to
there's two.
4.
There's three. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I think I could see like maybe cut it down to one trailer or maybe two, but have them spread out before the movie, like one
what they're trying
coming
to
out
do
and
is
then one like
they're trying to build the hype. They're trying to artificially build that hype up, and I think it ruins you going to the movie to see it. It's just like if you go online and you see somebody talking about spoilers and you're about to go watch a movie, you scroll movie stuff like we do all the time on TikTok. You're bound to see people just yelling spoilers out, and sometimes you can't stop it. Like you're just gonna hear it. But like it's like back in the day, that wasn't an issue. People didn't have the technology we have now, where they were out there spoiling stuff. You went to a movie. If you liked the movie, you liked it. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. And there weren't a bunch of spoilers out there, unless your friends went back and told you.
Right. Well, the thing I would like to see disappear from modern movies is going to be sequels, remakes, prequels, requels, whatever the fuck kind of equal you want to make it. Reboots, all that shit. It's for the birds, man. I'm so sick of it, especially reboots. I do not want to see the fucking 30-year-older version of a movie I saw when I was a kid where, you know, all the actors look like shit now, and it completely like that's what it was for me with the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I didn't want to see that, man. I did not want to see Jason Mewes looking like that, still dressed like that, fucking acting like Jay, you know, like it just something about it felt icky to me, and I was like, I don't want any of this shit. And that's just one example. There, I mean, literally, you could use any example, and I probably didn't like it. And it's all just, it's so fan servicey now that it feels almost insulting. Like that was my biggest gripe. If I had a big gripe outside of the ending, spoiler alert, if anyone's listening and you haven't seen Scream 7, just fucking skip forward, whatever. I don't care. So the whole thing with like Stu and using the AI thing is so unnecessary. It literally had no purpose or point at all. And in the movie, he uses the line like, I always had a thing for you, Sid, or whatever, which is not even like no one else heard that in the first movie. Only Sydney would have heard that. So how the fuck does this person know that? That they would say it even from an AI, but like it was just, it's like it's just insulting
la 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 la
as a viewer. Yeah. Just keep
la la la.
Yeah. It's just annoying, and I'm done with it. So I'm not gonna. I'm not buying any more tickets for shit like that.
They've done that type of shit with multiple movies, multiple franchises. Halloween. Look what they did in End, where they like had a kid beat him up in the sewer, like stupid shit like that. Like a kid beating up Michael Myers in the sewer and taking his mask and running out. Like shit that wouldn't have happened. Like
yeah, it's just annoying shit.
Stuff.
Go ahead,
So I got another one I want to add. I completely forgot I talked about this with Tyler today. So anyway, I really thought about it. I'm like, this is kind of crazy to think about, but I feel like what movies are now compared to then has changed a lot due to the actors and what they choose for actors.
Have you got something going on with your hands over there? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Okay, go ahead. Is this coming through on the mic?
I wanted to say, like, I feel like back then they used to cast people that actually fit the role, whether they're known or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I feel like they just put them in because they're known and like they're attractive or whatever, or they're popular or whatever. It doesn't matter. But I feel like that's what makes films not feel authentic, because you're seeing a big name actor play a role that he shouldn't, because it doesn't look like it'd be something you would see on a normal life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, like seeing The Rock and everything. Yeah.
I think that honestly, for me, I think CGI ruined a lot of it. I miss the days of practical effects where people actually made things by hand. They put their heart and blood and soul into those things, and because they did, that's why those movies are so popular. Like most of your famous horror movies from the '80s and stuff, those were those effects were hand done. It wasn't a bunch of CGI back then to work with and stuff to do that. Um, even Jurassic Park, when Jurassic Park came out, they used a lot of CGI for that movie, but they hand built those dinosaurs out of real robots and stuff like that. Like there's a care that you saw that transferred into when the movie came out. You loved it because it like resonated with you because it was like you hear, hey, they hand built this. It's better hand built than it is CGI'd in, and it never looks as good. Like the first Jurassic Park has still not been tops, in my opinion, when it comes to CGI. Like that movie just looks phenomenal.
It's so iconic.
It is iconic.
Well,
It's drastically better.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
that's a Sea Dog joke.
Enter Christian.
Yeah.
Enter crescendo.
Well, so that we're not like complete sourpusses about everything, because I feel like we just had like a bit of a bitch fest. Is there anything about modern movies that you appreciate, where it's like we didn't get this back in the day and now we have it, and I do like that we have that now?
Not a fucking thing. No, just
Nothing?
just playing.
Even though it doesn't always work, I like when different concepts come up. Just like not rehashes, but like different concepts. Like y'all didn't like Weapons. I really enjoyed Weapons. I just liked that it was different than something I had seen in the past few years. Like I hadn't seen a lot of movies like that, so I appreciated that it was a totally different concept than what you normally would see. And for me, like the Mummy movie coming out by the same person, I think that movie's going to be very unique, and it's going to be something different than we've seen with the Mummy stuff in the past. So I like stuff like that, stuff that's unique.
You don't
So
feel like
I got-
there was uniqueness back in the day?
What, like Weapons?
Yeah, like a unique idea.
Well, I mean, there were unique ideas, but I wasn't as intrigued. Like most of the time back in the day, like if you look at back in the most famous horror movies, say of all time, most of them were slashers. Most of them were just cut and paste, cookie cutter slasher, guy in a mask chasing a bunch of teenagers, and that's how probably 85% of the market was back then, was slashers.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how nowadays they do different genres of stuff. It's not just slashers and cookie cutter the whole time. To me, that's just always been more intriguing.
Okay. What were you saying, Harv?
I was just saying you don't want to see. You said earlier, or your thing that you don't want to see in movies anymore, reboots and all that. But you can't stop gooning, and I mean a solid goon for Nosferatu.
You're right.
Still
You know
haven't
why?
watched it.
Because it's fucking good.
still haven't
No,
watched
it's
it
not.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very, very good. And
No.
I'll take that 100%.
He just
After
has a
all of my
different style
bitching
than
and
us.
complaining, I don't even care.
He just has different style than us, and if we all had the same styles, this would be fucking boring.
Well,
Like, it really
see,
would.
for that different style, when he's wrong, that's when I get to call it out.
No, not wrong.
I mean, nobody can have perfect choices like me, but
Edgar's had one slip up, and it wasn't even a big slip up. I just didn't care for it personally.
the
But he's
instigator.
perfect. He's him and Flanagan are the best working directors right now for that type of genre.
I still say my favorite Flanagan movie is Oculus. I love that movie. I don't know why. That's such a really cool movie.
Yeah.
I think the guy
Why
that
don't
did it is pretty
Okay,
up there.
moving on. What's the thing you want to see, or what's the thing you appreciate about modern movies? Big, sexy.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll let Dis go first. I'm gonna keep you guys
Okay.
in suspense, only because I don't know. He doesn't know either. He doesn't like new movies, so
You
Dude,
guys
I've
are a
been
bunch of-
thinking this whole time.
you guys are a
I'm
bunch
being
of
honest.
sourpusses, man. Just full of hate.
that's what critics do.
Like, I'm just really trying to think here.
All right, I'll tell you mine. You guys think about things you appreciate about movies today on the movie podcast. So for me, because I watch a lot of older movies, like way older, and the beginning of these movies that used to come back, like classic movies, they would have the credits roll before the movie as well. And it was just nothing happening. It was just like a screen and names for like fucking 2.5 minutes with like a song that just plays the whole time. And that's okay in some time, like every now and again. Like I really liked on Blazing Saddles, but that was 70s and they didn't really do it much back then anyway. But you get the Blazing Saddles song and everything, so that was cool. But for the most part, they're pretty long and drawn out. And you're just like, I want to get to the movie. So we don't do that anymore. And that's one thing I really appreciate.
The long and drawn outness of it.
No, the lack of that.
Of what? Of end credit scenes or of the end credits?
Like at the beginning of the beginning of a movie. And old movies, remember how it would just show like a painting of something, and then it would just roll, then like show the names of the cast, and then like the crew and everything like that. It was this long process, but we don't do that now. We have like
I actually like the opposite
like,
side. I like the opposite side of end credit scenes. A lot of movies are starting to do end credit scenes, and it just seems like it's a little extra tidbit that they're giving you.
Yeah.
So
I think we're talking about two different things.
No, you're saying
it's just he's saying he likes it at the end, not at the beginning.
No, well, I know what you're saying, that you're just you got rid of that the long drawn out part in the front. I'm saying what I like is.
So you're saying you like post credit scenes?
I like post credit scenes. Yes.
Gotcha.
That's what I like that they're adding into new or movies nowadays. Is a lot more movies are. It started just with superhero movies. Sorry, Shrek. It started with superhero movies, but
no,
I'm starting to see.
Whatever.
You shut the hell up. It's my time.
keep yapping. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, you were seeing it more in superhero movies, because it was like. It was the part that would be the continuation for the snippet to let you know what was coming up next. But a lot of movies seem to be doing it more and more. The little end credit scenes, little things. I think it's just a nice little extra on there.
Yeah. Makes you think a little bit more on your way out of the theater.
About how much the movie sucked. Well, the first post-credit scene, I know. I'm getting under your skin now, Harp. Oh
no, I'm just
how's it feel?
Not because you're talking about. I'm not talking about just whatchamacallit, superhero movies. I'm talking about in other movies.
A lot of horror movies and like thrillers been starting to do it for fun.
Yeah,
like a little spin-off at the end to like make you wonder if they'll do it again,
or a little jump scare or something that'll like happen, like where they come back, something like that.
Yeah. Well, a fun little piece of trivia. The first post-credit scene was in 1966 spy parody called The Silencers, starring Dean Martin. I did not know.
Me neither. Nor did I care.
Well, now you know, and now you have to care. Shit lips.
I'm saying that they were the ones that made it more famous. Superhero movies made it more famous.
No, I think you're just making assumptions.
I think you're
talking out of your big brown ass. That's what I think.
I am probably, but it sounds good.
Yeah, it looks good too. Well, we're still waiting for Cock Dog to get back. We'll go ahead and jump into our weekly movie recommendations. Do you guys have yours?
No. I had it in the beginning of the video, and now I forget.
It's called a pen and paper, or how about sitting in front of a computer?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, I got mine.
All right.
Are we waiting for Cock Dog, or just keep going?
No, just keep going.
All right. What's yours? What's your guys's?
Go ahead, Disc.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Disc.
Yeah.
Wait, actually,
Give me head, Disc. Yeah.
we'll go with. Maybe I'll recommend. Okay, we'll go Blue. What?
Motherfucker.
Go ahead.
I'm going. All right, so I'm gonna recommend you guys Blue Valentine.
Shit.
I actually just rewatched it this week too. I almost used it as the start of the video. I enjoy this film a lot. I think more films should be like this, and I noticed we've been getting a lot more toxic relationship movies. So I think it's kind of coming back, but I feel like Blue Valentine was like its own thing in that era of whenever. I think it was 2010s era, but very good movie. Contrast very well, and it makes you wonder like who's the problem, because sometimes you lean more one way and then you lean the other way. But yeah, I'm not gonna say much, but just give it a watch. I think you guys will enjoy it. Wake the fuck
all
up,
right.
Harv.
Oh, I'm
Harv.
sorry.
No, you're
Oh,
not.
shit.
What's your movie recommendation, Harv?
Well, after that whole riveting fucking spiel from
Shut up.
Disc over here about that fucked up movie,
It's on your favorite
mine's
platform.
hey, Tubi's the fucking shit. They're raising their rates from free to free.
How's that
Tubi-
sponsor going, by the way?
Hey.
Mr. Famous Guy.
Hey, Tubi,
Yeah.
you want to sponsor Har's Movie Hut?
What, are they gonna give you
Uh,
more free shit?
Hey,
Less ads.
that's what I'll take a T-shirt. I'll wear a T-shirt that says Tubi. Actually,
To
mine
be
is
honest, we don't care.
This-
Oh, my.
of what? My recommendation or of what?
No, I was making a Tubi joke.
Oh.
To be
Either or.
honest.
Like, either or.
Let me guess.
Take
Sea
it how you
Dogs.
will.
It's gonna be Kong Pao.
No,
Oh,
it's not. It's
Now he has
actually.
to change his.
look!
I would
Look!
highly
He's like,
recommend-
"Fuck, you guessed it."
If anybody's into thriller / horror, I would say Don't Breathe is a really good one for a month.
See, dog, it's not your turn.
Go ahead. Go ahead and tell people why they should watch Don't Breathe.
I think Don't Breathe was it was one of those unique movies. It really was, like the concept of the blind guy in the house and stuff. I had never seen nothing like that up to that point. And the fact that he was like ex-military pretty much, and like how he moved to the house, that was just really cool to see. Like, it was different than what had come out at that point. But it's a really good thriller. I consider that more like horror thriller. It's not fully horror, but it's it can be realistic. I guess I kind of like a realistic thriller horror. I mean, that could happen, type thing. And then, God, we're not going to talk about the turkey basting.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it. That
Didn't
alone
get that.
is enough.
Right. All right, Harv, what you got for us?
So mine is going to be an animated film. It's The Iron Giant. Nobody's ever seen it. It's a definite watch. It's about a space giant that comes down to Earth and hangs out with a kid. Kind of takes to a kid, and they become friends. It feels like you could. It's a heartwarming story. The whole movie, and how like humanity wants to like basically unalive it because they're afraid of it. At the end, it feels like there was going to be a part 2, but it never got made. I don't know if it just fell through, or at the time it came out, it didn't have. It was a box office bomb. I don't know, but if you watch it, you'll enjoy it. It's a definite good watch. So that's my recommendation for this week.
If your parents haven't showed you Iron Giant, they failed you.
That's,
I barely watched it about a couple months ago. myself.
It's a great movie.
And James and the Giant Peach were like two staples of my childhood.
Yeah, they're both good. Mine's actually an animated movie as well, but not so much on the kid-friendly side. It's a movie called American Pop. Big fat recommendation on this movie. Basically follows 3 generations of this. It starts with this guy, or he's a kid, he escapes, I think it was like war-torn Russia or something, comes to the US and he gets into show business, and it's about his son and his grandson, as all of them kind of fall into like the musical world in like Hollywood or wherever, and it shows like their rise and their downfalls and everything. And throughout the movie you get some insanely cool animation and like amazing music, especially on the third act, you know, where it's set in the 1960s, and you get Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, The Doors, all kinds of amazing music. And like I said, just the animation style is like 10 out of 10, at least for me. If you like something a little more out there, a little more strange, that's going to kind of like just be different from what you're used to seeing, I think this would be a great recommendation for you.
What's it called again?
American Pop. Yeah, super cool movie. I remember I was with Disc. We were hanging out one night on Discord, and we were going to watch something. I don't remember what happened, and then something happened and it fucked up, and I put on American Pop because it had been on my watch list for a while, and I remember Disc was like, "What are you watching?" Because they were like, we didn't like plan on it or anything, and I remember you had planned to leave, like you were actually going to leave, and then you were just watching. You're like, "Wait, this is kind of
yeah."
good.
I was like, I'll give it like 30 minutes, and then if not, I'll just hop out. And then after the 30 minutes, I just was like, do it.
Yeah, it's a great one.
It's a fun one. It's very different. It's almost like, well, it's like what, traditional animation?
No, very untraditional. It's like a mixture of 2D and then like rotoscope. And I always fuck up the guy's name. I think it's like Bakshi or something, or Bashki. He's the guy who worked on like Fritz the Cat and a number of other movies from like the 70s.
Cool World.
Cool. I don't know if he was a part of Cool World, but he did Wizards. He did I think the first Lord of the Rings. He worked on a lot of shit, like I said, for like the mid and late 70s and early 80s. But yeah, it's some of it's traditional animation, but he uses a lot of weird techniques to, it has like a very unique style that's pretty much his own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But well, with that being said, I think we're just about at our time here, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Again, I'm Janky J.
CDawg92.
Dispic.
Are from Horror's Movie Hut.
And we thank you guys so much for listening to us. We know you don't have to, and we are talking about a whole lot of fucking nothing, but we appreciate your time, and we will see you guys next time.
Have a great time. Have a great night.
Have a good one.